try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This would be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and 4. Now it's Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Third and 2. Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. It's a gain of 34.
quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Marr on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So Fry now, after the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Second and 7. Geno out to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. A gain of 3, second down. From the 50, it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 41-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And back deep is DJ Dallas. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more